Okay, just for heads up, I literally recorded this not even 8 minutes ago, but the news came out that Trump officially signed an executive order to get a lot of this TSA agents paid. And honestly, I'm glad that something is happening so they can get some money in their pocket at least. Oh, because, okay, so for the past, I think it's up until 44, 45 days where the Homeland Security has been shut down and they have not been approving any funds. And that is very worrisome because of, well, let's just stick to the TSA example, right? So as of late March 2026, the workers have been missing a lot of paychecks. And you know what? I know that's a problem because that is leading to a lot of people just saying, you know what, that's enough for me. I'm just going to go home. Let me go and find another job and do something else because I cannot be going to work and not coming home with anything. Because guess what? This is like a career for a vast majority of the folks that actually are in a position as a TSA agent. And not only is missing out on paychecks right now, we all know that it's terrible, but my thing is, they just did this. Literally just 3 months ago, we were having this conversation of a lot of TSA agents not getting paid, leading to a lot of folks being like, I guess I'm gonna pick up another job or wait for the back pay. And that's very worrisome because it's like, the bills still come. There's still bills that need to be paid. Like we see in other parts of the government where you're looking around like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for food. I mean, I could choose between getting gas, mortgage, rent, baby food. There's a lot of stuff, right? You would find a lot of TSA agents having this same idea of well, I had to go and pick up an extra job. I have to go start DoorDash. I have to start doing Grubhub, things of that nature to be able to make ends meet because there is just no bread anywhere. So, leading to the staff shortage has been very scary because I've been seeing a bunch of videos where folks get to the airport legitimately 3 hours early and still end up missing their flights. You know how mad I will be if I got to LaGuardia 3 hours early and you're telling me that I have to come back tomorrow? And as hundreds of TSA agents just call in sick or just say, I'm going to find a whole nother career, we find this slowing down our airports. And I was talking to my homeboy about this. I'm like, this would be a very sweet time to get their lick back. That's what I'm saying. We look really touchable. Have you seen those clips where it's legitimately 400 people are just in a standstill line? I'm seeing people that do TSA pre-check that's like, yeah, brother, I still gotta wait with y'all. That's crazy. But my thing is, not recently, coming up, I'm getting a chance to, travel, be a hot boy, hit the gym. I've been setting myself to look very scrumptious outside in the sun. And that means I'm going to need an airport sooner than later. So I'm hoping all this just goes ahead and just winds down because I personally do not want to have to deal with coming to the pulling up 4 hours early for the chance to get out the country. This is ridiculous. And I find it hilarious because of this has been going through Congress for a couple times now where part of Congress is like, yeah, no, we're not approving no bill to pay nobody. This is a waste of money. Some other folks are saying we need to make sure to get this done for our security, on and on. And then Delta's like, you know what? Y'all figure it out, or y'all politicians just gonna have to fly with every nobody. The rest of y'all nobodies, y'all are going to sit with them. That's all. That's the only thing I can deal with. That's the only thing I can give you. And it's funny how that was the thing that went and pushed the conversation all the way to the front. Like, all right, let's get this. We gotta get this work. We gotta figure this out. You know what? They should do that with every other aspects of it. But different type of conversation. But as I set myself to travel later in this month, I have been shopping for bad battery for the past couple days, couple weeks to set myself up with type of fits that look very scrumptious out in the sun. Because as we all know, when the sun comes out, that is your perfect time to wear flowy and gracious fits, because of that's when the sun will be making you look very delicious looking, especially as a black man. You ever seen the sun touch the skin in cassettes? You ever been golden cussed by suns? Golden touch. I don't even know what I'm talking about. So recently I've been shopping, right? And there's been a couple places that I've been looking for. I've been going to a couple of antique shops. I've been going to a couple of thrift stores, wailing out the guidelines to see how dripped out I can get, see what will be in my favor to be looking good, right? And I found myself being very upset at the quality of clothes that's been around, because it feels like I could go and shop on Shein and get the exact same clothes I would get at the mall. And that right there is what's blowing me. Because I remember I was at the Mall of America and I was looking at some shirts, right? $45 white tee. I put my hand in the shirt and you could see my hand. That is not good. That is not good for $50. You start looking at the collar to see what the shirt is made out of, and it just says 100% polyester. What is going on? I thought we were going with cotton. This was supposed to be worth the money. The name is on the building, and you can't put some cotton inside of it? That's ridiculous. We are losing recipes, and it makes me very upset. So my friend was hitting me up. He said, hey man, you might just need to bite the bullet and just go to Shein, because I was watching some of his clothes. I'm like, oh, where's this from? Oh, this is real cool. And you know when someone tells you where it's from and then you just gotta just hold it in, like, I have been tricked. You see someone post a fantastic meal and then it just finds out that it's just like a McDonald's, like big burger or something like that. They went to Arby's and you thought it would look good, and now you have to admit that you thought that Arby's looked good. Yeah, we are all in the same boat. But this time it was with Drip. I thought that he went and spent a bag to get the fit he got going on. He's like, no, I just went on Shein. And the thing that upset me the most, it looked as if the clothes would last. That's what really hurt me. That's the part that's really hitting to me, because I feel like one of the main critiques when it comes to Shein, right, is, well, actually, no, there's 3 different critiques when it comes to Shein specifically. We'll get to there. But I was watching this Drip, and it was like, yeah, bro, it's from Shein. That's just how it is. And I was like, and it looks like it will last longer than some of the clothes that I'm buying from the mall. What is going on? And then I'm like, okay, so if you were to buy it and you were to actually hold on to the clothes, because that's one of my main reasons why I don't like shopping on sites like Shein and fast fashion, because of it seems like it's designed for me to get rid of these clothes in 3 months. And here's another thing that upsets me though. I thought I could just go to like a Zara, get a fast fashion shirt and call it a day and then move on with my life, because I'll be able to hold on to that clothes for a certain amount of time, not forever, but it will still be cheap. And then I'm looking around at these prices and I'm like, what in the high fashion prices are we doing? What is the point of me coming here to buy clothes that will deteriorate on my body if I'm spending the exact same that I would at the Nike store? I remember when I used to do merch and I was able to find like a vendor out in China, and I started doing some more research, and then I'm looking around, I'm like, oh, this is where like Lululemon puts their stuff. This is where Nike puts their stuff. This is where this really big company puts their stuff. I'm like, oh, so we just like shopping all at the same building. And I know how much it costs me to make a t-shirt, a hoodie, a pair of jeans. So I know y'all are out here overpricing. What are we doing? So I finally get on Shein, start looking around, right? Seeing if there's, some Drip. There's some really good stuff. I cannot lie to you. There's some really good stuff, some really good prices. And the more I'm looking around, the more things just get exciting. It feels like a gambling game where you feel like there's so many lights and buttons going off at the same time. The color orange is everywhere, and like, This is all savings. This is so cheap. I could buy a whole wardrobe for $27. What is going on? You start thinking to yourself, dang, do I do it? Should I do it? But my thing is, I do want to try it because I want to see what the level of consistent garment making are we really dealing with. Because of if the stuff is tough, right, and I am able to wear it for long enough, is that worth it? Is it sustainable? No, it's just not sustainable. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out where places to shop so I can get some real good drip. I cannot lie to you. But this also brings me to my next point.